Divine Feminines, I hope everyone's incredibly well. I am going to dive into this message around your Divine Masculine's energy, okay? Because he's feeling like he messed up, okay? And I'm telling you, he will be the one to reach out, but wow. Okay, his pride. His pride is like I'm seeing someone's mouth after you suck on a lemon or you have a really sour candy in your mouth and you kind of squeeze your lips together. That is the energy that I'm feeling around this with his pride, where someone's like, oh, they're puckering up their lips because they met their match when it comes to this pride stuff. Okay, Divine Feminines, you could be a Leo. You don't have to be, but my. Okay, the lioness, you are up for the fight. And that is the energy I'm getting, okay? He messed up. He might have said something. I'm hearing too, like, whoever this Divine Masculine is, he is definitely a prideful man, maybe a little bit on the stoic end. He has a way about himself, and I feel like you guys are connecting more deeply. Maybe you're sharing more with one another. I feel like the connection is deepening. It's intensifying to the point where you're opening up, you're getting comfortable, you're sharing things with one another, right? Maybe even gently sparring at this point. And I do feel like he might have said something, he might have felt a certain type of way. I feel like somebody might have tested the waters in terms of leaving you on red, ignoring you. I don't know what it is, but Divine Feminines, when you are ready to ignore somebody, that's why I strongly feel Leo energy here, or at least fixed sign energy. You are stubborn. Your silent treatment, it hurts. The silence hurts. Okay, there's like a beaming, a buzzing in the air. And he might have said something smart, but you said something even more slick. Okay, and I'm getting the energy of, like, having to lick his wounds a little bit. All right, so somebody is feeling it, but he knows where you stand, and I'm getting that this has a lot to do with you standing your ground on something, making it very clear to him what type of woman you are, that there's no game playing, there's no deceiving, that you're able to read into things a lot more clearly than he realizes. Like, it might have been this kind of intense, I'm getting verbal sparring. I don't know what it is about you two, but, he might have, showed his teeth, and goodness gracious, do that to the lioness. So I'm seeing that someone is, again, I keep seeing the lips pursing, like he knows he has to be the one to reach out. I feel like he keeps trying to forget about this, like he has an attitude as well. He might have a temper on him. Shit, both of you could be Leos. I'm even getting Scorpio as well. I'm feeling like he's trying to leave this alone, but there's something about you. There is just something about you where he's in love. It's like seeing you roar makes him feel like he knows you were in the right. And also, too, the way you speak, it's so eloquent, Divine Feminines, where you just have a way of delivering that gentle truth. It may be fierce, but there's like a gentleness to it. It's like you layer things up. You hit him, and then you hurt him, and then you hit him again, and then it's like you bandage it all up really nicely. Okay, so let's see what his feelings are for you in this current moment, because I'm seeing that he will definitely be the one to reach out. He knows that you were in the right about something. I mean, after a long time of pondering, okay, so you guys might have not communicated or spoken in quite some time, and it's like he's not reaching out, you worse. You ain't reaching out for nothing, okay? But he's at a standstill here where he's like, stubborn woman, I love her though. That's the energy that I'm getting. A stubborn woman, but what am I going to do? I love her. It's so beautiful and so cute and so sweet because he does not cave like this for anybody. And that in itself is making him see that, I love somebody. I love something. Okay. And it feels good to care about something like this. That's what I'm also getting. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? So I'm hearing that somebody's got to get themselves into a chivalrous mood, which is tough. That's so cute. It is so tough for him to be this way because he doesn't really have a lot of experiences like this. That's why I feel like he has a temper on him. And usually with this temper or this kind of thing, it's like a lot of people back down. A lot of people end up backing down with his hostility or his loud voice or the temperament. And then he meets you and you up for it. What, you got something to say? But again, you do it in an eloquent way. That you got something to say might be the energy you're feeling on the inside, but when you're ready to let him have it, I'm hearing that you speak very eloquently, Divine Feminine. It's like what it is you have to say, you may be able to get it across in words that sting. You really put people to think, specifically your Divine Masculines, okay? So this card is telling me that he hopes you're in a good mood. That's just the only thing I'm getting here. It's like he wants to reach out, and he will be the one to reach out. And his pride is just like, I'm going to have to be nice. I'm going to have to be sweet. I don't usually do this. He's not used to it, but for you, he will. Okay, that is that lemon in the mouth kind of feeling. All right, what else is in his heart space for you? Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm saying he's met his factor. He's met his factor, religious factors. He's met his match with you really stepping into your spiritual path or recognizing him as your counterpart. I'm hearing I'm not afraid of you, and it's funny because I just shared the whole 10 things I hate about you, and she actually says that, you know, he asks her, like, you know, you're not afraid of me, and she goes, why would I be afraid of you? She kind of looks at him like, what? Like, I'm crazier than you are. So that is the vibe I'm getting here, okay? This is where he's met his match. It's like he knows this is a divine connection. Maybe no one's been able to stand up to him in the way that you did in conversation. You know, you have a strong spirit. He really loves that about you. I'm hearing now that he thinks about it, he's kind of smiling, you know, realizing he's got, you know, a very strong woman on his hands. Like, nobody's going to get anything over your head. This is a Divine Masculine also, too, that's starting to feel like he could trust you. Like, just based off of the way that you handled him in that conversation, even though he didn't like it, I'm seeing that in the present moment. He's like, nah, that's one I could trust. That's one you give the bag to hold on to. Okay, so let's see what else he's feeling. What else are you feeling for her? Okay, so this new love I feel like is brewing, or new romantic feelings in his heart. And this is what's new. It's like, I don't think he ever loved anything or has, I don't even think he thought he was capable of this feeling that he's feeling right now. And that's how wound up tight this man is like, even this feeling of loving you is something he doesn't even recognize. You know, what is this new emotion? Love? And it all happened in the way that you stood up to him. I thought he thought that he could be a certain type of way with you. Okay, and I'm seeing that for many of you, you don't like to have to go there. You don't want to have people bring up that side of you. But if the occasion calls, then you will throw down. You know, and I'm seeing whoever you are, Divine Feminine, it's oftentimes very surprising to people because of the little package you may come in. Okay, many of you have this little baby face, and then when you bark, it's dangerous. And I feel like he saw a side of that. But you made sense, or you might have spoken something in your truth, or you stayed true to something on your path. And I feel like all of these new feelings are now welling up. This is something that he wants to invest in, or this is something that he realizes that he's invested in already. Otherwise, he wouldn't be spending so much time thinking about reaching out to you. Okay? Really having to go against everything that his pride is saying not to, right? What is going on? Make the effort. Ooh, his heart is like, step aside, pride. I got business to take care of. And that's why I feel like maybe he's not experienced love like this before. His heart's like, who is this Divine Feminine? Get the hell out of the way, pride. Ego, out of the way. I've been sitting over here for way too long collecting cobwebs. You get out of my way. So the heart is now asking him to make the effort. The heart is now listening to all of these music synchronicities and telling him, you better pick up that damn phone and text you. And he's like, well, I don't know what to say. Heart's like, yo, sit down, I'm going to tell you. You shut your mouth, I'm going to tell you what to say. Okay? So he could be I feel like thinking up what to say. That's why the sour face lemon mouth keeps coming up, because he knows he has to be the one to do it and reach out. And because he's not used to doing things like this, he's really having to put in the effort to coming off as sincere, not sarcastic. I feel like I'm telling somebody's divine masculine out there, leave the sarcasm behind, because this one is she aware with you, okay? Don't take this divine feminine lightly, okay? You want to fight, she'll fight, okay? She will kick up dust. You can't get even a joke past her without her reading through it as though, what do you mean? What you talking about, Willis? So, you've got someone chuckling as well. I see him smirking, which is like the side smile. That's what I love about reading. When you read and they're like, blah, 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 she smirked, or she said, or she sighed. I remember being a kid being like, sighed? The hell is sighed? It was like, wasn't until you realize it was like, so all that time I was reading, I was like, oh, that's what a sigh is, like growing up. Anyways, sorry, I went off on that. Reading, by the way, guys, read to your kids as much as possible. Reading is life, okay? Even us as adults, like, read as much as you can, but reading aloud to your kids, really, really important right now. Okay, anyways. So I feel like this is, again, something that they're constantly being reminded of by their heart is, you better not continue to mess this up, or if you did mess it up, you better get going, because I was having a good time. I was having a good time until ego messed it up. Ego, you better sit down. That is what is going on. It's like a war right now between his heart and his ego. And I feel like the heart is winning, because we do have make the effort. You are so worth it, divine feminine. What does he miss about you? I should say, what does heart miss about you? If you guys haven't seen Howl's Moving Castle, it's an anime Ghibli movie. Love anime movies, love Ghibli, as you guys know. You got to check out Howl's Moving Castle, because Calcifer, I'm like doing this reading, thinking about heart, telling the divine masculine what to do, and I have Calcifer in my head the entire time. Note to self: get yourself a Calcifer plush or a trinket. Okay. And as you can see, the beautiful fireplace here representing Calcifer. But Calcifer, I can't give away the movie, but it's who it's reminding me of in this moment. So we do have Express Your Love. Sorry, I had to clear my throat so much. But go ahead and make that romantic gesture, okay? So he could be rehearsing all kinds of just romantic things to say, like sweet things to say. This is hard. Like, I'm getting that it's tough, because again, he's not used to going there. He's really worried about coming across genuine. So that's why I was saying, leave the sarcasm behind. Like, all of a sudden the energy got so serious, when it comes to expressing your love. This really means that he's going to reach out, and it's going to be in a way that you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to make you blush, divine feminine, because when you guys are going head to head, you can feel how stubborn he is, but at the same time, you just know what you know, and he knows that you know what you know, and you are who you are. And at the same time, energetically, this kind of, subtly, energetically, spiritually bowing down to you as the lioness, that Leo, is something that his heart is like, you better do it, because she has that sweetness that I want. Okay, so we have forgiveness and learning. He's trying to forgive himself, and maybe this is why Stay Optimistic started off the reading, because he's hoping that you're going to receive his communication with you holding the sarcasm. Okay, he's hoping that you're not going to give him a dose of his own medicine, which I don't think you will, divine feminines. I think that the flirt card is indicating that you are going to welcome him with lighthearted, beautiful energy, but I just feel like you're opening up his heart space with all of this, having to, humble himself a little bit and be the one to reach out, because he loves you, like he's attracted to you. This whole being apart from you, and maybe wishing and hoping that you would have reached out by now, and then when you didn't, he felt some type of way. Now he knows he's met his match here. This is a woman rooted, very strong in her own spirit here with the religious factor card. Okay, and somehow, in some way, with the space, he's feeling like he really wants to close in on that. Maybe he even wants to go around too. He just knows that, okay, all right, I'll surrender. I'll put my ego aside for this woman. Heart's like, you damn straight you will. Okay, so forgiving and learning, divine feminine. Maybe that is the energy here that is trying to make its way towards you. Because you yourself could be stubborn. I'm really seeing a picture of a lioness here where, how it is in those clips where a lion comes to provoke her and then she kicks his royal ass. That is what I'm getting. He wants your heart to maybe soften up towards him or forgive the past. Like, this is someone who it's taking them a lot. It's taken, and it is taking them a lot to put the pride aside and to be able to approach you and humble themselves and say, will you give me a second chance? I feel like this reading is coming up because maybe it's just a forewarning. Open up your heart, guys. Like, don't waste time on this journey. Somebody's going to come and make the effort towards you, and it may not be, precisely in the most chivalrous way because you're dealing with a man as hard as rock here in his spirit, but I mean, he's wanting to express his love in whatever way that is. You're bringing out a new energy in this very strong-willed, egotistical man that's bending and shaping and doing what he needs to do because your love is that good. It's passionate. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody might be looking forward to the making up. That's what it is. You're going to give him a ride there too. All right, so that is what I have for this cheeky little reading. If you guys like ones like these, make sure you hit that join button and check out my membership videos. I also go into my own journey a little bit there just to connect with you guys on a more deeper level. And if you guys would like a personal session, I'm over at my second home over at Hipsy.com. It's free to join my community. I'd love to have you guys there. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.